worldwide war against crime, there are men and women trained to sink their own identity in the international underworld. They work alone, in danger and in shadow, unrecognized by friend and enemy alike. They are the operators of the almost legendary Ghost Squad.
Winds it up. I know I don't have to tell any of you gentlemen just how important this Oslo conference is going to be. They all are nowadays. But I would like to put it on record that whatever comes out of it, you've all done your best and more. Thank you. Good night.
No, thanks, Sir Thomas. Trying to cut them down.
Me too. Murder, isn't it?
Awful.
By the way, what I said just now goes double for you, Clive. You've done a grand job.
Just routine?
Ah, but it's routine that counts at these shindigs. You're going to be invaluable at Oslo.
Very kind of you to say so, Sir Thomas. Still a bit of sorting out to do.
Leave that to your juniors. I want you to be absolutely fresh and on the ball.
Oh, I'm all right.
Of course you are. How's your wife?
Margaret? Why?
Oh, nothing special. She's out of that nursing home, isn't she?
She came out last week.
Good. Fit and well.
Absolutely. She's with her sister. Thanks for asking. Good night, Sir Thomas.
Good night.
Margaret? Margaret? Margaret, darling.
Clive, I bought a lovely new dress today, Clive. It's...
Margaret. Margaret.
Oh. What is it, Neville?
Well, nothing important. Just a little business matter.
Oh, can't it wait? I've still got to thank you.
Thank me?
For this?
Oh, don't worry. I'll be back.
He's someone I know.
Only by name, Clive Erickson.
Ellington. I'm Neville Shand. Whiskey? Well, I'm sure you don't mind if I do. You know, it's odd our not having met. I mean, considering how long Margaret and I have been good friends, I suppose we move in different spheres. How's the dear girl? Seems ages since I saw her.
You saw her this evening. She was at your club.
She wasn't.
You're a swine, Shand.
That's hardly the language one expects from a senior diplomat. Nor, incidentally, is it justified. I only came back this evening from the continent. My club's been closed for a fortnight.
Don't lie. I'm not here to play games.
Well, perhaps you'll tell me why you're here.
You know very well why I'm here.
I assure you I don't.
Leave my wife alone, Shand. Just leave her alone. If you don't, I'll kill you. I mean it.
You're insane.
I won't tell you again.
Now, put that gun away, you maniac.
If you ever get in touch with her in any way, I'll kill you. I swear it.
Stop this. Get out. Tell Anna I want to see her. Here. Wipe your nose. You're a stupid man, Ellington. Well-born, arrogant, and stupid. You've laid yourself wide open to a serious charge. Assault. Threats with a gun. That won't look too funny in the court. Especially just before an important international conference.
Would you damn well please?
You don't mean that. Think of Margaret. Think of yourself. Your job. A brilliant career ruined, and for what? For nothing. Simply because your wife is bored with you. Take it easy, old man. It's only temporary. She's not the first woman to find my exotic charm fascinating. Don't go, I haven't finished. Fortunately, I'm not a vindictive man. I'm prepared to forgive and forget. That's right. There won't be a court action. As far as I'm concerned, tonight's events never happened. All I want from you is an apology in writing within 2 days. Okay? Let's shake and forget. Good for you, Ellington. A gentleman right to the end. Remember, you've got 48 hours. Don't go. You've forgotten something. Just as I thought. Empty. That's typical of you. Good manners and no guts.
What's the matter? What did he want?
He wanted to know why his wife picked that up. I thought that was the answer.
Listen, Neville, I can explain.
You've no need to. I think I know what happened.
What is he going to do?
Ellington, there's only one thing he can do. Send me a nice, long letter of apology.
I was no stranger to the Treasury. Its chief, Sir Thomas Glanville, was an old friend of mine. But it was the first time I'd met Clive Errington. He was not very forthcoming. Well, what I don't understand is what you think we can do about it.
What do you mean?
Well, if Shand wants to bring an assault charge, how can we stop him? Frankly, on the evidence, he's got a good case.
We must keep Errington out of the court. Look, from what I hear about this man, Shand, he's a thoroughly disreputable person.
Disreputable?
Well, he runs this Black Orchid Club.
Well, that's not illegal.
But the man's a scoundrel. You've only got to look at him.
Well, you're prejudiced. The fact that a man is non persona grata at any of your clubs doesn't make him a criminal.
Then you've got nothing against him.
Not a thing. Unless
what?
Unless you can give us something to go on.
Me?
I didn't come to you, Ellington. You came to me.
I got into a mess and I called Sir Thomas.
And very sensibly, Sir Thomas phoned me. Now, the question is, where do we go from here?
I know nothing about the man. Except he's rich, he's smarmy, and he's a womanizer, that's all.
Is it? You know other suspicions? If you want Scotland Yard to take action, we must have something to work on.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
What about your wife?
She knows nothing about it.
You've asked her?
My wife knows nothing about his business affairs.
I presume you've asked her not to see Sham.
Naturally.
But?
Look, I don't want my wife involved in this. She's not been well, and she's getting over a nervous breakdown.
I know. She went into a nursing home for a cure.
You've been checking up?
Sir Thomas told me. Look, Ellington, I think it's time we put a few cards on the table. Don't you think you're being a bit illogical?
In what way?
Well, on the one hand, you've got yourself involved in a business which could be damn serious for yourself, your department, and even the government.
And the other?
You insist on treating it as a private and personal affair.
Well, if your wife is infatuated with another man, it is private and personal. That's not illogical.
Now, listen, Jeffrey.
All right, Tom. It is illogical, Errington, when you deliberately withhold necessary information from somebody who's been brought in to help you.
What do you mean? What information?
The real reason you took a gun to Shand last night. What you suspect him of. Why a senior civil servant's wife should find a club owner so fascinating.
Anything else, Mr. Stark?
Well, that'll do to start with.
Well, that's all the information I can give you.
If you want me to investigate Shand, it's not enough.
I see. Well, that's just too bad. If you want, Mr. Thomas...
Clive, you can't leave like
There's
this.
no point, Sir Thomas. I realize it's my problem, and I'm the only one who can settle it.
But, Clive...
Don't worry, Sir Thomas. I won't let you down.
You may not let Sir Thomas down, but you could well be letting somebody else down.
You?
Not me, Errington. Your wife. Well, that's that.
For you, maybe, but not for me. It's the devil of a mess.
Don't worry, it may never happen.
So very well for you, Jeffrey. You just washed your hands of the whole affair.
Who says so?
You told Eddington there was nothing you could do about it.
I prefer his cooperation, but frankly, I didn't really expect it. The man's an idiot.
Eddington? He's one of our best men. That's the whole point. We need him at Oslo.
Yes, I didn't mean it literally. I simply meant that he's an idiot about his wife.
I see. Yes, he is. And between you and me, she's nothing but a neurotic, overgrown debutante.
If that was all, I wouldn't be interested.
What do you mean?
What interests me is that she's an incurable heroin addict.
The chief hadn't got very far in his interview with Errington, but we had a lead on Shand. So he arranged for me to call in Shand's apartment just to see what I could find. I went by courtesy of the post office. Knightsbridge 5391?
Yes?
Fault report in the receiver unit. Name is Shand.
Well, I'm afraid he's not here at the moment.
He hasn't taken the phone with him, has he?
No, of course not. Well, which phone do you want? There's three. Lounge, bedroom, study.
And I'll start with the study.
But you can't just
And then
come in
after
here.
that, maybe I'll join you for a cup of tea.
All right. This way. Over there.
You'll need a new handset. You don't have to hold my hand, love. That is, not unless you want to.
What are you doing here?
You, Mr. Shand?
That's your question, mister.
I had a complaint of a noisy line. I put you in a new handset.
Who was it to complain, huh?
You're Mr. Shand. You did. Sign here, please. I don't think it'll give you any more trouble.
Shand Matheson.
Mr. Shand, please hear Mr. Sardis.
1 moment, please.
Yes?
Have you report something wrong with the telephone here in the flat?
What are you talking about?
Someone here told me that you did.
I see. Thanks, Jocko. Thanks for telling me.
What are you going to do? Make complaint to the police?
Sure. Something like that.
What we need is all the information available. Names, habits, description, everything. Yes, I have the Interpol pictures here, but I want everything brought up to date. Come in. What on earth are you doing in that outfit?
I came straight from work.
Just a minute. Yes, that's fine, but the main thing is speed. Tous mes hommages à Monsieur le Commissaire Lebrun. Au revoir.
Your French is improving. Fixing me up with the weekend in Paris?
You'll be lucky to get a weekend in Olga. You get anything?
Not really. I found a wall safe hidden behind a bookcase. Before I get a go at it, some lout came in. Big man, built like a wrestler.
You picked it here by any chance?
Who are they, top people?
Yes, continental dope business.
I like the looks of that one. She married?
You keep your mind on your work.
How big is the setup?
Big enough. They've got centers in Paris, Athens, most of the big cities.
London, too.
There's a steady stream of the stuff coming in. Interpol has a lot of material on the rank and file suspects, but nothing on the number one man. Not up with those?
No, sir.
No, if Shan's our boy, he wouldn't be within a mile of anybody with even a smell of a record.
You could be wrong there, sir. I found this in his desk.
The suit for £500? Who's Jack Harris?
Henry Jackson.
For the fence?
He wouldn't like that, sir. He runs a high-class antique store. Antiques, rings, brooches.
No Harris.
Unfortunately not. Still, it's worth a check, don't you think?
Could be.
Here you are, sir. The French police have just come up with this.
Ah, they've heard a buzz about the main courier.
They got a description of him?
It's not a him. It's a her.
Who is it?
Me.
What do you want? You promised never to come here again.
Except in exceptional circumstances.
What do you mean? What's happened?
You've been a silly girl, haven't you, dear?
Listen, I can explain.
I know. Your cure went wrong, so you went to see somebody else.
Oh, I had to, Neville. I just had to. Then when I came back here, I was in such a state. I took too much. I was shaking like a leaf. You know how it is.
I'm not a dope addict. Unfortunately, you've left things lying around.
I know. I just...
Oh, I mean this. Your husband came around to see me last night. He threatened to kill me if ever I saw you again. In addition, he seems to have hired a detective to keep a check on me.
Neville, look, I honestly didn't mean to involve you.
Relax, sweetheart. It's not as bad as you think it is. Do you mind if I have a drink?
What are you going to do?
I've already done it. Now, it's up to you.
Me?
That's better. You know, you're a very attractive girl. That spell in the nursing home seems to have done a lot of good to you. You've, filled out.
What do you want me to do?
Come here. Come on. I won't bite you. Now, I've told Clive that if he apologizes, I'll forget the whole thing.
Apologize.
Yeah, that's all. Rather magnanimous, isn't it? A simple letter of apology.
He'll never do it.
Yes, he will. If his wife asks him nicely.
I couldn't ask him to do a thing like that.
Yes, you can if you value a husband's career. At the same time, you better warn him against employing snoopers. You'll be able to do that, won't you?
Please, Mabel, you're
I'll
threatening
ask you a question. Will you speak to your husband or won't you?
me. Do it.
Promise?
I promise.
That's a good girl. Perhaps a little highly strung, but very sweet. Your husband's left you alone too much.
You're a swine.
I know.
Those look nice.
These, sir? Yes, they're genuine. Oh, hello, Mr. Craig.
Hello, Henry. How's business?
The name's not Henry. You interested in something?
Yeah. A man named Shand.
Shan? Never heard of him.
This bit of paper says you have, Henry.
The name wasn't Shan, Mr. Craig. I sold that ring to a client.
What client?
A big, beefy fellow. Shoulders out here. He had a woman with him.
A woman? What was she like?
I'm not sure that I remember.
Try, Henry.
You know me, Mr. Craig. I've got such a bad memory for faces.
Perhaps these will help. And, this?
You know something, Mr. Craig? You could be right.
Look, I told you I didn't want to be disturbed.
But it's your wife, sir. She says it's very urgent.
Oh, yes, I see. All right, send her in. Hello, Margaret. How are you feeling now?
That's all you have to say to me, sir.
Of course not, dear. Now, come and sit down. Sorry I didn't say goodbye to you this morning, but you were asleep and I didn't want to wake you.
How was I last night?
We'll talk about that later, Margaret.
No, now.
No, now listen, Margaret.
Now, Clyde, now.
All right, Margaret, we'll talk about it now. You know I love you very much. More than anything in this world. And I'm sorry I let you down. Please forgive me.
Forgive you.
Oh, I know I've neglected you. But I promise you it won't happen again.
Oh, God. Oh, Clyde, I tried. I really tried.
Oh, I believe you, dear.
It started that morning at 2. I was going mad. She talked on and on about the kids, au pair, and the cottage in the country. All the time I was on fire. I wanted to shout, to scream, to do anything. I was in hell, Clive, really in hell.
Please, Margaret, please. Control yourself.
I can't help it. I thought that if I suffered enough in that home, I'd be cured, but it's still there. It's strong as ever. It's eating my blood.
Get your drink.
You don't know what it's like. You can't know. There's no will. No control. You're helpless.
Here, now drink this up. You'll feel better. Drink it up. Come on. All right now? Good. Now, give me a minute, and I'll clear up my papers, and I'll take you out to lunch. You know, I'm glad you came, Margaret. I know you think I'm an insensitive brute, but I understand how you feel.
Do you?
I think so.
If you did, you wouldn't have got yourself into this mess with Neville Shand.
You've spoken to him.
You must have been mad to go round there like that. What did you hope to gain?
I wanted to kill him.
With an empty gun. You're lucky he didn't kill you. Oh, why did you do such a thing?
Look, Margaret, we've been in hell for a long time now, and I thought and I hoped we'd escaped. Then last night...
Neville had nothing to do with that.
Hadn't he?
I didn't see him or speak to him all day.
All right, Margaret, I made a mistake. All right.
Not all right, Clive.
Now, look, darling, we're both a little tired.
I want you to listen to me. I mean it.
What do you want from me, Margaret?
I want you to apologize to Neville.
You know I can't do that.
You must.
Margaret, listen. Shan's responsible. He's a wicked, evil man.
No, that's not true.
He is, Margaret. It is true, and you've got to break away from him.
I can't, Clive.
If you don't, he'll destroy you completely.
Look, Neville's a friend. He always was. Good friend and nothing more.
I'm not a fool, Margaret. You think I don't know.
You know nothing.
All right. Let's not talk about it anymore.
Look, all I want you to do is to apologize to Neville and stop these inquiries.
Inquiries?
He knows all about them.
But what are you talking about?
Don't edge, Clive. If you don't do as I ask, I'm going to leave you.
You don't mean that, Margaret.
I mean it with all my heart. I want you to apologize to Neville. You must. You must. You must. You must.
I don't understand. There must be something you haven't told me.
Any luck, sir?
Maybe. Her name is Maria Tedeschi.
Italian?
Her husband used to run the Rome end of the heroin network.
Used to.
He was killed in a raid. She got away, hasn't been seen since.
You think she's back in business?
Could be. Perhaps she's out, courier. Anyway, first things first.
Well, the first thing is to find her.
Right. Stop. Who? Right, send him out. Sir Thomas, let's give him a chair. The thing is time. In the ordinary way, we could keep a watch on the airport. She must travel around a good deal. But with this Errington thing hanging over us...
Well, that could be a blessing, sir.
Oh?
Well, you could help us.
He won't.
Look, even when we find this Maria Tedeschi, we've still got to prove she's been peddling dope and that she's linked with Shand. It's not going to be easy. Errington could possibly help us there.
Errington won't cooperate.
And maybe his wife will.
Sir Thomas Glanville, sir.
Hello, Sir Thomas. This is Craig, one of my operators.
How do you do, sir?
Do sit down.
Thanks.
I take it you want to know about developments on the Shand front.
Have there been any?
Nothing dramatic.
But there is something. There's a chance Shand has been running around with a woman whom we know is the widow of a continental dope peddler.
Chance? Not very much, is it?
Possibility. We think she may be the courier, bringing the heroin into the country.
Have you any evidence?
Not yet. We're hoping that Errington can take us a step further.
Errington won't take you anywhere.
He's spoken to you?
Yes, he asked me to come and see you.
What for?
He says he made a mistake about this man, Shan.
A mistake.
He wants you to drop all inquiries.
Is that all? He said nothing else?
Oh, yes, there was something else. He's resigned the service.
Now, this lot's more tricky. It's the Oslo material. You'll have to go through it very carefully. Oh, excuse me. Yes? Who? No, I'm sorry, I can't see anybody. Look, I've got to dash out. Now, go through this thoroughly, and if you find any queries, phone me, because I'm not going away until late afternoon. Thank you.
Sorry to waylay you, Errington. I'd just like a few words with you.
I'm afraid I have an
I
urgent
won't keep you
appointment.
long.
I'm awfully sorry, but...
It's rather important.
Oh.
Thank you.
What's it about, Shand?
Yes, we've made some inquiries.
Oh, you can forget Shand. There's nothing in it.
You sent him an apology?
Well, I thought he and my wife were having an affair. I was wrong, and I told him so.
That's all there is to it.
That's all.
It hardly seems a good enough reason to give up your job.
Oh, I'm resigning for personal reasons. It's my wife. She's getting over a nervous breakdown. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Just a couple more questions.
What's the point? I told you I made a mistake. I was tired, and I got into my head my wife had been out with Shand.
What gave you that idea?
Well, I've been overworking, and I found some matches from Shan's club, and I thought they'd been together.
But they haven't.
No.
Where'd she get them?
What?
The matches, where'd she get them?
I don't know, from a friend.
What friend?
How should I know?
She wouldn't tell you.
I never asked her. Look, she's got lots of friends.
Anybody called Maria?
Who?
Maria Tedeschi, an Italian.
Never heard of her.
Are you sure, Errington?
Now, look here. Are you trying to accuse me of something or the other?
No, of course not.
Then why the questions? I've given you my explanation. I was completely wrong about Shan, and that's all.
And you resigned because of it?
I resigned because my wife's ill. Is that so extraordinary?
No, Errington, not at all. I believe that.
Madam Rienzi?
Hello, is Madame Rienzi there, please? It's Margaret Errington.
One moment, please. Yes?
Hello, Madame Rienzi, are you alone? No, I'm afraid not. I have someone waiting.
I have to see you right away.
I'm afraid that's not possible, Madame.
I need some new material.
But the gown you bought yesterday.
It's been damaged. Please don't let me down.
I see. Very well, Madame. If you bring it in, we'll see what we can do. Well, now, Mrs. Harper, you don't like that style? Don't worry. I think I have the very thing for you.
My name is Craig, Nick Craig. Mind if I come in a minute?
What's it about?
It won't take long.
No, look, I'm afraid I'm in a hurry.
It's about a mutual friend,
Mutual friend.
a Maria Tedeschi.
You've made a mistake. I don't know any Maria today.
Now, she might have changed her name.
Look, perhaps you have the wrong
It's
address.
very important, Mrs. Errington. I gather you saw her yesterday.
Where did you gather that from?
Mr. Shand.
Who are you? Take it. Do you have a warrant?
I'm not here to make an arrest, just for help.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't oblige. I don't know what Mr. Shand told you, but I didn't see any friends yesterday.
She's Italian, blonde.
I didn't see anyone, Italian or otherwise.
I have a picture here. Perhaps it'll help. Know her?
No, I don't.
Take your time, Mrs. Errington.
I never saw her before in my life.
Then you didn't see her yesterday.
I told you, I saw no one. I went shopping.
What did you buy?
This is ridiculous.
Well,
Well, I bought some gramophone records, a book, cosmetics.
nothing else.
No.
Would Madame Rienzi be Italian?
Look, I don't know what you're suggesting.
I'm
but
not suggesting anything, Mrs. Errington. But you've underestimated yourself. You've been a great help. Thank you.
Is Mr. Shand there, please?
Who is that?
It's Margaret Errington. Tell him it's urgent.
It's her, all right. She's been running this dress shop for a couple of years. Very exclusive. Dresses run anywhere from 50 guineas to a couple of hundred.
And some of the best customers get a special service.
Looks like it. She goes abroad a great deal. The question is how and when do we set her up?
I don't think we can.
Well, what's the alternative?
We'll talk to her.
Talk to her?
You got her home address?
Yeah, 181 Wilson Mews. I see how Mrs. Errington is connected, but I still don't see how he fits in.
That's what's puzzling me.
His resignation.
His whole conduct. One minute he's ready to kill Shand, the next he's sending an apology. Why?
That's obviously something his wife told him.
Exactly. But what? I have an idea Mrs. Tedeschi can tell us. Come on.
Hello, is that you, Neville? You? What are you doing here? What do you want?
Don't worry, Anna. I have a message for you. From Shand.
They work fast.
Yes, they do.
So we...
Errington? Oh, Sir Thomas. Oh, I see. Yes, I understand.
What is it?
It's Sir Thomas. He wants me to go over to his place. Well, Sir Thomas, I gave Symington all the notes. Oh, all right. I'll be over right away. Yes, goodbye.
You can't.
Yeah, I've got to go. He wants me to clarify a point about the conference tomorrow. I must go.
But I don't want you to cry. Not tonight, please.
Oh, no, darling, I won't be long.
But once he gets you over there, he'll keep you talking.
No, you won't. Not this time. Now, dear sweetheart, finish my packing for me. I'll be back as soon as I can. Promise.
Right. Who are you?
My name is Geoffrey Stuck. Your husband's probably mentioned me.
He's out.
I know. I arranged it. May I come in?
What do you want?
I'd just like a few words with you.
I have nothing to say.
I think you have.
Why don't you leave me alone? I've done nothing.
On the contrary, you may well have been an accomplice in a murder.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Anna, Madame Rienzi. She's been murdered.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I imagine the sequence was simple.
Oh, no.
Craig came here, you rang Shand. Shand decided Anna was expendable. You did ring Shand, didn't you, Mrs. Errington? Didn't you? Good. Now we can get down to some straight talking.
Oh, dear. Hello, Governor. You slumming?
I've been looking for you, Joe.
Me? Now, what have I done? haven't busted a safe in months.
That's just it. I may want you to bust one tonight.
You mean official?
Maybe. Depends on my boss.
It's quite simple. All you have to do is to ring Shan to make sure he comes here.
I can't do it. I just can't.
You have to, Mrs. Errington.
It's impossible. Don't ask me why.
I think I know why.
Someone told
These labels. You and your husband have been around a good deal, haven't you?
I was mad. I didn't know what I was doing.
You knew, Mrs. Errington, but you couldn't help it. This is your chance to make amends.
I can't phone. For Clive's sake, please don't ask me.
Listen. Listen to me. I know what you've been through these last few years.
You don't.
And I know that you're not the only one. How many more do you think there are? All over Europe and in this country. And so long as there are people like Errington around, there will be plenty of candidates.
What shall I tell him?
That's 500. That should keep you going for a month or two. I'll let you have some more later.
I'll ring you as soon as I get there.
Don't ring, all right. Just get on that plane and lie low, will you?
I'll go and pack my things.
All right. Yes? Hello, sweetheart. I was just thinking about you. I haven't thanked you for your assistance. Everything's fine.
Listen, Neville. I was hoping I could see you tonight here.
Do you think it's wise?
Oh, it'll be all right. Clive's at a meeting. He won't be home till late.
I must admit it sounds tempting.
Don't let me down, Neville. Please.
Okay, sweetheart. I'll think about it.
I'll be with your husband at Sir Thomas's house. As soon as Craig calls, we'll be over. You'll be all right? You're sure you'll come?
He'll come.
Thanks, Joe.
Anything to oblige. What would you like me to do next?
You'd better disappear. I'm going to call the police.
Oh, dear.
Hello, Chief. Craig here. I got it. The complete works. Contacts, distribution, everything.
Hello. How nice to see you.
Come in, Neville.
I couldn't resist your invitation. You gonna pour me a drink? What's the matter, sweetheart? You don't look well.
I'm all right.
Good. Well, perhaps you can tell me why you wanted to see me so urgently.
Do I have to?
That's very generous of you. But I'm afraid I suspect your motive.
What do you mean?
I'm quite certain I'm very welcome. But isn't there something you'd welcome even more?
Something?
Yes. That's what you really want, isn't it?
No, it isn't. I don't want any more. Stop. Look, I just wanted to see you.
Something's gone wrong.
Oh, nothing. I was lonely.
You're lying. What is it?
Nothing, I tell you.
The police have been here.
No.
Now listen to me.
Hey, wait, what?
Twice in 2 days. First Clive, now you.
This time it's loaded.
You're being silly, darling. You don't want to shoot me. That's what you really want, isn't it?
Keep away.
Relax, sweetheart. Look, you're shaking like a leaf.
I'll fix you up.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I mean it, Devil. I'm warning you.
All right. You come to me. Come on.
No.
You can't fight it.
I can. I can.
Don't worry, darling. I've always looked after you. Haven't I?
Please. Please. No, never.
No need to hurry, is there?
Oh, you'll want this, sir.
Ah, thank you.
Well, you'll never guess who was bringing the stuff in.
I will. It was Arrington.
Well, at least there's one thing. She won't have to tell him.
Tell him what?
That she was using his Foreign Office bag to bring the dope through the customs.
She'd already told him. That's why he resigned.